Sam. Thank you for joining us today.
No worries.
With music, your debut single titled Broken, it's set for an audio release mid-September. Can you tell us a bit about that, Sam?
Well, it's going to be obviously my first single coming out ever, which is damn exciting. I can't wait. Yes. We've shot the video clip for it, which has turned out great. So yeah, just waiting for it to come out, hit the radios, and then hit the stores late October.
Okay, I've seen the film clip. I thought initially it was a yellow Mustang.
Yeah, the 1974 Ford Fairmont XB, the GS pack. Nice car.
And it's yours.
Yes, I'm lucky enough. I haven't treated myself since I've been working pretty hard for the last couple of years, and decided that was a nice little treat for myself, and got it a couple of weeks before shooting the clip and went, can we get this into the clip? And so, yeah.
It looks red hot.
Yeah, and real audio from it as well in the video clip, which is nice.
And how long did you spend on the set of that film clip?
It was a really, like, Neighbours is very fast, but this was the fastest shooting I've ever done. We did a number of locations on the day, so a lot of travelling and setting up and all that. It was probably about 10 hours shooting, but it's probably the most, it's not the longest day of work that I've done by any means, but it was the most tiring day of work I've ever done. It was just full on, and trying to perform a number of times, and yeah. I was amazed at the way that it turned out, considering such a short amount of time, and a crew of 4 working behind the sscenes.
Yeah, and the piano as well.
Yep.
The piano out. That was
luckily
it's not CGI or anything.
No, yeah. Luckily, I didn't have to move the piano, because they actually had to get. We were trying to get a piano, borrow a piano for the day, so that we could get it out there, and it turned out that because we were going to be putting it outside, people were a little bit hesitant to loan one. And so Paul Wiltshire, my manager, actually got a piano trolley and got his piano out of his house, we used his house as the sort of location base. And they ended up getting a couple of guys just wheeling it down this wet grassy slope, and then back behind a tennis court and out onto this place. It was good fun to watch, but it was kind of nerve-wracking for the piano.
Did he put a bit of pressure on you and say, look, if you do break this piano?
I was lucky enough that I didn't have the pressure of moving it, so that was all right. But yeah, he was always in charge of it. He had one hand on it at all times, keeping an eye.
Fantastic. And of course, you're going to be playing next year as well for Australia Day.
Yes.
Playing at Bankstown.
Yes.
That's going to be a big concert, so that'll be your first Australia Day concert, is it?
Absolutely, yeah. So that's going to be a something they'll look forward to working towards over the next couple of months, and playing a bit more with the boys. I got some time away from the show, so I'm going to be getting into the music a lot more. So yeah, very excited to get out there on the stage and play on that day.
I asked when you began your music playing. What age did it start? Did it start in high school, or did it start earlier? Yeah,
it started in high school. I was 14, 15, coming into year 10. However, I think I'm 15 years old, and got a mate of mine to start teaching me the open chords on guitar, and then decided I wanted to teach myself. Yep. And my parents got sick of hearing me singing, so they got me some brief singing lessons, and then I learned how to breathe properly and sing properly, and started writing music pretty much instantly, and yeah, the rest is history. Started playing piano about a year ago as well, teaching myself that.
Yeah, the piano you picked up by yourself?
Yep.
That was yours?
Yep.
Very nicely done.
Yep.
How is it keeping the balance between music as well as your acting? Is it?
Well, you sacrifice your personal life to. Rather than having a balance between work and social, it becomes trying to balance the 2 jobs, and you work during the day at one and during the night at the other when you can. So you get used to it. Like it does become easier to a degree, but to have some time to solely focus on the music is going to be just awesome, because I'll still be able to work that lengthy amount of time on it, but it'll just be focused, and I can get right into that headspace and really get into writing some good songs.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, and you've named Incubus and Coldplay as some of your main influences as a musician. How devastated were you to find out that Chris Martin pulled out of doing a cameo appearance on Neighbours?
It was quite a shame, obviously. I was more devastated to find out that a number of the cast got free tickets to go to his concert and then got to party with him afterwards to celebrate his birthday. And I didn't get a ticket. But hey, whatever. It's a real shame. We got to have Lily Allen on the show as well. And I got to, meet her and meet her band and hang out with them a bit more. And it would have been great to meet the boys from Coldplay, but hopefully sometime in the future I get to play with them.
You probably noticed with Coldplay over the years they change, I guess, their music style. Is that something you've definitely taken into consideration with your own music?
Well, I suppose I'm sort of at the start. I've evolved so much since I first started myself, but now I'm at the point of the first album, and every week you play, you learn something new and your life changes. So you've got new influences, and that's always going to affect something, as personal as music. So, I think that change will happen by itself as I grow as a person. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, you got a good range of music at the moment.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the diversity on the album. For a first album, I think we've been very lucky. It's all come together quite nicely, and the songs are, covering a wide. They don't all sound the same, which is, sometimes for a first album or someone who's, I think people will be pleasantly surprised. Yeah. Fantastic,
Sammy. Sam Clark, thank you for joining us.
No worries. Thank you very much for having me. Cheers.
Cheers.